Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Bringing it out, it's ETN. Tackled at the 13th.
The 13.
We start the drive. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Boy, a nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And here's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Third down and short. They decide to throw the football. Roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's ETN. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision. Picks up some big yards for that first down. How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They're going to run it here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Nittany Lions come up to the line in the hurry-up.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn.
And he breaks loose down the left side.
I just ranked him with the best defense in the game, and he goes untouched. Game's fake.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get...
It's not going to let me win the game. Nope, it's not going to let me. It makes no sense, and I can prove it again.
By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. That's caught. It's ETN. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. The Dogs come to the line and start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is intercepted.
Yeah, it just gave him the ball. It literally just gave him the ball again. It won't let me win. It won't let me win this one.
Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
2nd down and long from the 9-yard line. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle.
My guy doesn't even go for it. Look at this. What the fuck?
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Wait till you see what the fuck happened. Wait till you fucking see this garbage ass shit.
And long. Dropping back. It's Aller. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Close to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. The Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing.
Yo, that's fucking a flag!
Just gets the pass away, but took a
What the fuck?
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy
Get
some
fucked
time.
every single time. Every fucking time.
He gets throws this football and it falls incomplete.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10.
Why is this guy even covered?
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. Well, in the second quarter, plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Press coverage now from these DBs. Play action here on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And it's
Give him that.
Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's going to hand this off. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. The Dogs will kick.
The outcomes that happen show I'm not going to win this fucking game. It's not going to let me. I guarantee it's not going to fucking let me win. It's trying to keep me in it, and it's going to fuck me again. Watch this.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
It's going to literally fuck me. Watch.
Offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout.
Wow, that's a fucking miracle right there. That is a miracle.
The takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's ETN. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The back's got it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen with just a certain breed, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. It'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Eller. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
First down at 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Touchdown, Dogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Just a great job by this offensive line in the back to get the ball into the end zone. Now you go up by 2 here late in the game. It's the national championship. Pretty easy. Kick the extra point to give yourselves that 3-point lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Grab down the middle. It's Warren. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Throws it to the right. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Oh, I don't know about that. We're going to give him that shit?
Late in a game like this, you're looking to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. First down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a shot here.
And my guy drops a pick to win the fucking ship. He drops a pick to win the goddamn ship. It just fucked me. I knew it.
And what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And this is
I was going to say, you better not catch that.
But he could not collect it.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Back to throw again. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Quick throw to the left. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Of course. Dropped interceptions, all bullshit, first half, and he gets a game.
Wondered what direction they might go here with the national championship on the line. What a nice throw, but what impresses me is the catch and then the run after the catch to get the ball into the end zone. They go up by 3 now late in the game. An extra point here will force your opponent to have to drive the length of the field to beat you.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Going again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wide out. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. So we're trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. Time running down. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is incomplete. Misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.